All right, we're good.
Hey, we're live. Awesome. Welcome back to Coffee with Classy. Again, wanted to thank everybody. The shop's been going absolutely crazy. I want to first apologize to people when we can't get to the phone right away. We understand that's frustrating, but we're doing our absolute damnedest right now. So I wish I could hire another 10 people right now. They're just not available. But I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting us over this really crazy lockdown pandemic time. We're doing our best to get everything out there, and we'll continue to do our best, and we'll continue to have fun doing it because it's motorcycles. Let's be real, we're having fun here. We're really fortunate to get to do what we get to do. So anyway, here we are again. We're still in the provincial lockdown. So yes, everything's curbside pickup. If you would like to make an appointment to come see a motorcycle, you're more than welcome to come see a motorcycle. We're allowed to have 4 people in that showroom up there at a time. Curbside pickup down here. But don't worry, get Haley on the phone, get Char on the phone, get Zach on the phone. They'll help you through it. They'll talk you through it, walk stuff to the door for you. So, but again, thank you again, everybody. Like I said, this has been absolutely insane lately. Trying to deal with the field, all the calls that are coming in. Like I said, we thought we were ready for this year, but we just couldn't expect all the extra customers that came our way. So anyway, so are we at the 2-minute mark? Haley, can I start talking about pertinent information
Yeah,
now?
you can.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect. So anyway, this morning we got a really special guest. A lot of you guys might know him as Bob Nouveau, all right, but his name's Bob Neveu. My name's not Josh Hinnon, it's Josh Heinen, but we have that in common anyway. He was actually the founder of the motorcycle show in Toronto, and that right there is something really special. That's the first flyer from the Toronto Motorcycle Show. But basically, when it ended, it was in the Better Living Center. But at this point, it was down on Queens Quay at the old flea market here. The year's not on here. What year was that, Bob?
82.
1982. So, and actually, we have another special guest. Happy birthday, Tennyson! Everybody make sure you say happy birthday to Tennyson. Shoot him a happy birthday on the... next week is actually Tennyson's 10 years, so hopefully we can talk him into having one here. We'll have a coffee at 10 with 10 for his 10. But anyway, there's some good live TV action anyway. So without further ado, let's bring on this week's special guest. This is Bob Neveu here, so... And we'll set that right there, that student piece of history, so...
Am I supposed to stand on the X?
Yeah, you stand on the X. Is there an X? There's the X. Anyway, everybody, this is Bob. Bob works in our sales department. I always say I'm really lucky to get to hang out with such a great motorcycle guy every day. You want to talk about stories in the motorcycle industry, he's got them for the last 40 years, I'm sorry. 50 years. He said to me the other day, we were joking that we had, shout out to Scott McKay, who was actually on Bob's old race team, sent us some pictures of Bob racing in the 70s, which was really, really cool. So, what'd you say? You got your license at 16, started racing at 17,
Yep.
so that's great. Anyway, Bob, anyway, we switched up orange road glides here. Like we say here, road glides are an occupational hazard here. But anyway, Bob, why don't you take a quick minute? Now, you are going to have to speak right up. Tell us about your bike.
It's a 2017 Road Glide Special. I've always been a metric guy. One day Shar said to me, "We'd really like to see you on a Harley." So here I am. It turned out to be great. I'm really impressed with the bike. I saw it on Kijiji and said to Josh, "We should buy this bike. It's got some room for us to sell it." And when it came in, I just decided I had to have it. So
There you go.
done a few things to it. It's got the Neighbor Hater exhaust on it. It's SMS air cleaner. Tennyson dynoed it, and it just runs great.
Yep. Awesome. You like that Milwaukee 8, don't you?
I do.
What's your comment about the Milwaukee 8?
Well, it's got the counterbalancer in it,
Yep.
and it's got the rubber mounting. So it's the smoothest Harley they've ever made. When they were just rubber mounted, I had to go to Softail with the B motor because I couldn't stand the shaking at a light. It was just, and this just doesn't do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. What bikes did you have before this?
I started out with a 350 Yamaha.
Right on.
I went to 750 Honda, 750 Kawasaki. It was all metric stuff, and we were always at every single racetrack on the weekends just having fun with them. So the Harleys didn't really cut it. That was something other people did. But somehow I ended up with what was known as the Harley Show. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's great. Actually, and tell us how that show actually got started.
I went to a similar event in California when I was in my 20s. And I decided that we needed to have like a motorcycle swap meet. I couldn't believe the deals that I got in California. And when we came back to Toronto, it was like, let's start a show. So I started the show when I was in my 20s and ran it for 33 years.
Nice.
After 8 years, Carolyn came along and introduced me to computers.
Yep.
Got rid of the clipboard and magic marker and never looked back.
That's great. It was actually, and I'll tell a little thing about the show. It was always the most fun show to work. Actually, it wasn't. We didn't sell the most bikes there, but we met the most interesting people. We were able to set up swap meet parts and stuff like that. So it was a really, really great show, and the camaraderie and everything there was
We
great.
tried to stay true to our content.
Mhm.
You couldn't buy a massager. You couldn't get a new roof for your house like some of the other shows.
That's right. Less tube sock vendors, more old carburetors. That's for sure.
Exactly.
So, and anyway, so basically, how did you start at Classy Chassis?
I made the mistake of telling John one time that I was a licensed mechanic and I had 8 months off a year. And if he needed somebody for a couple days a week,
Yep.
I'd be willing to come in. Well, the phone was ringing the next day almost.
Yep.
And here I am 10 years later.
Yep.
After 8 years of being on the bench, I decided that I needed a career change. And I remember the look on your face when I said that. But I said, now I think I'm willing to move into sales. And you said, that'd be great. So here we are.
Yeah, it's been fantastic because it's one of those things. Moving from the salesperson into the general manager role, it's really nice to know that you got a really great motorcycle guy there to answer all the questions and everything like that. So it's been absolutely awesome.
Well, I've
So-
said it many times. I said I wasn't selling stereos last week, and this week I'm selling bikes. So
Exactly.
I think that counts for something.
Exactly, for sure. Anyway, what's your favorite part of the job now?
Getting paid, I guess, without
Yeah.
phoning people and asking where the check is, and listening to their stories.
Yep. Nope.
I get to play with bikes, like you say, all the
Yep.
time, and riding them is great,
Perfect.
and finding the right bike for people.
Yep.
We don't always try to upsell somebody when they come in. We just want to sell them a bike.
That's right.
It doesn't have to be the most expensive one all the time.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah, and it's finding the right bike for the right person because there's a butt for every seat. We've got lots of bikes and lots of different bikes, right? It used to be just Harleys when you walked in here. Now we've got metrics. We've been doing really well with the Royal Enfields. Speak a little bit about the way the Royal Enfields have been going lately.
We can't keep them in stock. We're waiting for our shipment. Some of the bikes got tied up in the canal there. Everybody saw that
Yeah.
on the news. And I'm looking forward to getting in another batch because it seems like as soon as they come in, we can sell them.
Absolutely. And yeah, just to bring that to a point, May 1st we're starting demo season, so we'll have we'll have a Interceptor to try out. We'll have an Interceptor, a GT, Himalayan, and we'll also have the full line of Zero electric motorcycles. Now, before you go electric, just come on out and try them because I gotta tell you, if you ever feel that instant torque, that instant acceleration, it's pretty cool. So, anyway, how are we for time now, Haley?
We're pretty good.
Awesome. So, may as well get Bob to do the draw here for us. Anyway, guys, so close. We're only doing one today. Like I said, we got to get to 100, and we'll do two $50 gift cards. But today we got to 92. Thank you so much for that.
Mike Heidman.
Mike Heidman, Wolfgang, buddy. There you go, Mike Heidman. And I hope I said that right.
That's
But
what I was thinking.
there we go. Anyway, man, you got yourself a $50 gift card. Come on in. It'll be at the front door there. You can wait until you want to use it, or just pop in and pick it up. Also, guys, when you come in today, just please keep your social distance and things like that. We have an obligation to our customers to stay open. With some of the new laws, if anybody ever comes down sort of any kind of outbreak, we'll be in trouble. So, but basically, we just want to make sure that everybody when you come in today, make sure you give yourself lots of distance in the parking lot. And like I said, people are coming way faster than we could have ever expected. So thank you very much for your patience. And oh, hi Stevie, better not forget that. So anyway, guys, thanks again. Thank you, Bob. And also, by the way, we just also want to come over here and give another little birthday shout out. So follow me, Haley. The Crown Prince of Classy Chassis. It's Zach's birthday on Sunday, so he's turning the ripe old age of 29, you old bugger. Anyway.
Isn't it Tennyson's today?
Yeah, Tennyson's today. We already got Tennyson.
Stealing Tennyson's thunder.
Absolutely. No, he got his own thunder.
He
so.
got his own.
Anyway, thank you guys again. Thank you, Bob. Come on in, ask Bob any questions. He's got great stories about the motorcycle business over the last 40 years. So thank you again, and we'll see you on the road.